Alright, everybody, going to Ocean Shores PD again. Just have a sit-down meeting with Neccie Logan, I believe is the name. Quote-unquote chief here. Morning. I have a meeting with Neccie Logan.
With Chief Logan? Just a second.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Hi.
You have a meeting with Chief Logan?
Yeah, Neccie Logan.
Yeah. What time was your meeting at?
11.
11 o'clock? Okay. Yeah, 7 minutes early, that's fine. So you talked to her on the phone previously, right?
Yeah.
And what did she say? What did she tell you about that? The recording and whatnot.
Say that again?
What did she tell you about the recording? Do you remember what you guys agreed upon on the phone?
Yeah, I have a 11 o'clock meeting today.
Right, and you remember what you guys agreed upon when you talked about the recording?
We didn't agree upon anything other than we have a meeting at 11.
Right, she told you you guys can meet at 11,
Mm-hmm.
and in this lobby, this public lobby, you can record all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But once you pass this threshold, you're now entering a place that has a lot of confidential information,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't allow recording beyond that point.
Okay.
So in order to go have the meeting with her, you'll have to turn those off. She told you on the phone about that.
No, she said she didn't want to be recorded, and I asked why, and she said she didn't like how we edit videos.
Well, there may be that, but there's also that beyond this threshold, we have a lot of personal information, things that are confidential, things that cannot be recorded for the world to see. It's a lot of people's personal information back there.
Okay.
So when we get beyond this threshold, out of the public lobby,
Mm-hmm.
and go into the office areas, you can't be recording. She said she's more than happy to meet with you.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to turn those things off to do that.
Is she here?
Well, she's here. She has an 11:30 phone conference, so
Okay.
she scheduled you for 15 to 20 minutes, and then has to do the phone conference after that.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and shut that stuff down, I'll escort you back there. You can talk to her about whatever you need to talk to her about, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Is that pretty normal that somebody else comes out to meet?
It's the policy for everybody. This is a confidential area.
Mm-hmm.
You go beyond this threshold here behind me. We don't allow any recording from other people.
Okay.
Matter of fact, when you're not through our process, you're not a volunteer here, or you don't work here, you're actually escorted to and from where you're going by an officer. So we have people who come in with CPLs. Stand by.
Right. Sure.
Can you open this door?
Okay.
I'll take those.
Okay, hang on just a second. This thing's not scanning too good. Come on. Oh, you gotta have a signature. All right,
Oh.
I'll have it.
Okay, perfect.
Did you shorten your name yet? Gosh, you didn't shorten your name yet.
This screen.
Hit the one with the done button.
Harbor for
And then it should show up. And hit the very bottom one. Yeah.
Out of station.
Okay, so. How do you spell that again?
WARREN-STIPE.
What's the last four or last letters?
IPE.
IPE. STIPP. Close enough. Okay, we got her.
Thank you. Okay, so
So as you can see, we don't even allow the UPS or FedEx guy to go back there. We take the packages out here and bring them in. It's our policy
Yeah.
that we don't allow people back there with recording devices and such. You know, you don't want people knowing your personal information. Stand by. Go ahead. So, when we get beyond that threshold there,
yeah,
none of this is allowed.
none of what?
None of your recording devices.
Okay.
So no video, audio beyond that point. But like I said, she's more than happy to meet with you. You just got to shut those things down.
Okay. Can she meet out here?
Can she meet out here?
Yeah.
Not right now.
Well, at 11 o'clock, whenever our meeting is.
Well, I can ask her, but she's got things she's doing well right now at the moment. So give me 1 second, I'll go ask her.
Yeah.
Are there any other things that you may need done? I brought up forms because I know you like to get your forms done, and I'm more than willing to help you with them. So
Okay.
we have public records requests, complaint forms, and statement forms. So if you do need help with filing any of those, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Hey, Peg. Hey, Peg. Did you get a chance to review the RCW for the records? The records RCW?
Yes, I'm very well aware of them.
Okay. So, did you verify that there isn't a...
All right, sorry to make you wait. So, because of the nature of what you want to discuss with her, I presume is complaints. She doesn't discuss complaints out here in the public. 'Cause we
Okay.
have people walking in and out of this office.
Uh-huh.
So, if you want to meet with her, you're going to meet with her in her office, and there are the rules that you are given. So you can either abide by those or not, and if you choose not to, she doesn't have to meet with you.
Okay. Well, I have a copy of, I think this first page is the, it's from your guys' either policies and procedures or the city's policies
The
and
job
procedures.
description is what this is titled.
Yeah, it's a job description of the chief, and on the back side there should be something highlighted.
Oh, if you're going, you want me to review this?
If you want, like,
I'll read it, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to read just what you highlight. I'm going to read the thing in its
yeah,
entirety.
sure, go for it.
Keep in mind that she did a lot for you at a certain time to meet with you. So the more we spend out here, the less you'll have time to talk to her, or she
Okay.
may go into her other meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time is it now?
Right now, it is 11 o'clock on the dot.
All right, cool.
Myself and Sam Till will be out at 4/6/60.
Okay, so I'm reading over this, and I'm going to read it out loud. So
Yeah,
you
go for it.
think it do. Resolves complaints and counsel subordinates on problems, sets standards of conduct, appearance, and performance, and takes appropriate disciplinary actions such as warnings, reprimands, suspensions, or discharge to correct deficiencies. And then in the bottom part, you only highlighted a small portion of it, but I'll read the whole thing because it's only
Okay.
a sentence. Initiates and carries out a public relations program to maintain police community relations and to recruit police reserve force.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I read over this, but again, she will meet with you, but she doesn't discuss your kind of complaints in public. That's a private setting in her office. And back there, again, it is confidential information.
Okay.
We have people's full names, date of birth, sometimes has medical information
Sure.
on it, things that we can't put on YouTube or whatever you're going to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I've given you your rules sort of to abide by if you want to go back there.
Yeah.
If you choose to go by those, then I'll escort you back there. If
All right.
not, you're free to leave, fill out forms, or do whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and shut off my camera. Property. Now I'm going to turn my video back on because you're asking to take my stuff.
I'm not asking you to take your stuff. Go ahead. I'll let you set that up first.
Yeah.
You all set up, ready to go again? That way you get it all
This
on video.
this one's going. I don't know if this.
Okay, that one's blinking red.
And that's probably good.
Okay, so again, I'm not asking you to surrender. I'm not asking you to give me your stuff. I'm saying if you want to talk to her, I'm going to put it in a bag in a secure area. It's like when we have people come in for CPLs and they say, "Oh, I have a knife on us."
Yeah.
We take that knife, we store it here, and when they go back out of that threshold, we give it right back to them.
Right. So you're asking. What are you asking for to put in a bag?
So what I'm asking for is when you go in to meet with the chief, to ensure that you have followed the rules and stipulations set forth, that you put those items that can record in a bag. They don't stay they stay right inside the door in a secure area.
Okay.
And then when we go back out, you get them right back when you cross this threshold.
So are you equating the recording devices as security issues like a knife or a gun?
Well, they can be security issues, yes. Again, you're going back into a secure facility, an area that has, reasonable expectation of privacy for some people's information.
Okay.
And we don't want to violate that.
Right, but there's no risk. There's no actual safety issue with the recording device.
There are risks.
Not
Like
safety.
You
not,
shut off
right?
those items, and you're like, oh no, I left my audio on. So you already didn't follow what I told you.
Well, I'm glad I didn't because then you wanted to say for me to take my stuff and put it in a bag.
And that's why I'm not letting you pass this threshold.
I'll give you my backpack because it's just like.
I don't need your whole backpack. Just
Yeah.
if you have any weapons, if you have any recording devices of any type.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to surrender my recording devices.
Okay, then
And-
the chief will choose not to meet with you, and you can submit your complaint
Okay.
via email or in written form, and I'll be more than happy to help you with that.
Okay. So are you familiar with the Americans
I'm
with
not going to
Disabilities
answer
Act?
these questions because I know how you do this. I'm going to tell you I've set forth the rules. If you choose to
What do you
obey-
mean you know how I do this?
If you set forth the rules, or I've set forth the rules, and if you choose to go by them, you can meet with the chief. But I'm telling you, your time it is now, we've been debating for 5 minutes. You're losing your slotted time that she put forth for you.
Oh, she's doing me a favor? Is that what you're saying?
No, she has a very busy schedule, and she cut out a section of time to meet with you. And the more we debate about it, the more that you don't want to follow the rules that are set forth.
Well, I mean, if this is the set aside time for me, then why isn't she talking to me?
She wants to talk to you.
She can talk to me out here.
She doesn't discuss complaints of your nature.
We're not
out
talking.
in
We
the
haven't
public.
been talking about complaints this whole time, so she can be having this conversation with me. If you can get her, I'd like her to explain why she doesn't want to meet with me.
No, she said she's more than willing to meet with you.
Okay.
But she's in her office doing paperwork in the meantime,
Okay,
waiting
but
for you, and she'll
in-
stop doing that paperwork.
And the allotted time that you said she has set for me.
Right,
So
she's
if
working
this is the
while
allotted
waiting for
time,
you.
if this is the allotted time she has set aside for me, then please have her come out and we can talk about other things other than complaints because I have other things like for instance what you just read, her job description, and there's another some case law here. Here's a study guide for law enforcement on how to handle public photography.
So if you want to speak to her in person, you have been told how to do it.
Yeah, but you
If
just
you
said
want to do
for
it
complaints.
another way-
You're saying for complaints you don't do complaints in the lobby. Well, we don't have to talk about complaints. We can talk about other procedures. So,
Such as? You
like I just said, public photography. There's all kinds of other First Amendment concerns and things that don't have to do with complaints, which we're having this
Well,
conversation
you
right now
can-
with you, and I would prefer to have it with her
So
since
it
she said
sounds
that's
like
the
you're-
time that she has set aside.
It sounds like you're trying to give her information that she probably already knows.
Well,
And
if she did, then she's not managing this department with that information. She's mismanaging it. So maybe she
Well,
needs
that's your
to
opinion.
should be retrained on it and re-educated on it and review the
That's
review the
your
information
opinion.
since I think it's yourself, Clint, and Peg and David and Chris and a whole handful of you guys have already violated your oaths and have already messed up some of your procedures and policies. So
well, it sounds like you want to file a complaint.
no, we already
You're saying
did.
you already did.
Yeah.
So if you want to discuss your complaint there about us doing what you just said, then we can go by the route we told you.
Right.
Whether you can turn off all your stuff, and we can go on back there.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Or you can do it by written. You can email her.
So
You
again,
can write it down. I'll help you.
I'm
write it
asking to
down.
talk to her about policies and procedures and requests, not about complaints. You said she won't come out here and talk about complaints in the lobby, so we won't talk about complaints. Policies, procedures, and records requests. That's what I want to talk to her about in the public lobby. And you said that she's set aside a time for me?
I think those are all
if this is the time?
interrelated. You want to talk about policy and procedures and
Mhm.
how they are not up to the standard that you think they should be. That sounds like a complaint. That sounds like you want to re-educate her on a complaint that she's not living up to what you believe the standard is.
Well, it's in black and white. That's why I have it printed out. So it's not really interpretation. She can read it.
Well, the way that you interpret it. I mean, you've studied law, yes. I know you have some knowledge of law, and you know that there are some things that, people interpret one way and some things people interpret another.
Yeah.
So you can read it in black and white, but doesn't mean you comprehend it the same way as somebody else does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I'd like to have discussion. And not about
And I told
complaints,
you
but about policies and procedures.
And I told you, she's more than willing if you shut down this stuff. You can even bring somebody with you if you wanted to, like your wife. And you can bring her in. You guys can go in there together and talk to her. But you're not going to do it with these recording devices going, as I told you. So if you don't want to follow the rules, then you can submit your complaints or information that you have in writing or email.
I'm just curious why she's hiding. Like why
I wouldn't
it
say
seems
she's hiding. I would say that she is busy with other work.
Well, you
and
said
she
you
doesn't
said
have
that
time to debate things
you
that she
said
already
that
knows.
you said that this is a time she set aside to meet with me.
Right.
So
And she'll stop working on her other projects
I'm
if
here.
you come on in.
I'm here and I'm ready to talk to her.
And she's ready to talk to you.
And if it's what you said is she won't talk about complaints here in the lobby, we don't have to talk about complaints. There's a whole bunch of other things I'd like to talk to her about.
Can I help you fill out any forms?
No.
Can I help you find anything?
Neccie
No?
Logan. You can help me find Neccie
Like
Logan.
any departments or anything like that? Can I help you direct you somewhere in the city?
No.
Are you the victim of a crime?
Yeah, but
Are you the victim of a crime in the city of Ocean Shores and would like to file a complaint about that crime and how you are the victim of one?
no, I'm still waiting to hear back from Neccie Logan on that.
Okay. So, I don't know what you want other than to see the chief, and I already gave you the rules for seeing the chief.
Mm-hmm.
She's a busy person. She set time to meet with you in her office. She's multitasking, as most chiefs have to do because they're very busy people.
Mm-hmm.
And once you go back there and talk to her, she'll stop and pay attention to you and hear you out. But I just looked at the time. You have about 20 more minutes, well, actually about 15 more minutes before she has to prep for a phone conference.
Okay.
So, we can sit here and talk in circles again, or you can.
I'm not going to surrender. I'm not going to surrender my
Okay,
property.
then I don't think we have anything further to debate.
But I just
And
want.
if
I want.
like,
I just want
I'm
to be
talking
clear.
right now.
No, I'm talking. I want to be clear.
Hey, can you open the door?
That for you to deny me a reasonable accommodation,
denying you.
yes, you are. You're trying to seize my recording device. I can't take notes of a meeting. That's in violation of federal regulation. Peg, you still there? Hey, Peg, are you there?
I have Officer Potter for you again. Potter will be back to meet with you.
Okay. All right. I had questions for you, Peg.
Officer Potter will be back to meet with you.
It's regarding records requests.
Officer Potter will be back to meet with you.
Okay. Are you refusing to help me with records requests?
Officer Potter will be back to meet with you.
Okay.
That's what he wants to do. I'm more than happy to help him with any paperwork you may have. I mean, that's easy. If you have paperwork you wanted to file,
Why do you keep using the name? Why do you keep using that name?
because I know your name.
What's that?
I know your name.
Why do you think that's my name?
Listen, is there paperwork I can help you file?
No, I'm just curious. You keep addressing me with this name. Why do you keep using that name?
Is there paperwork I can help you file?
Where did you get that name?
You know, I have a lot of resources available to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't sit here and have to justify myself to you on how I know your name.
Well, I didn't say
You
it.
make yourself well known.
I
with
never
YouTube
said
stuff.
I never said my name to
Citizens
you.
may have told me your name.
I've never identified gave you a name, given you a first name or last.
Okay.
Well, maybe first name. I may have said
So-
my first name. But
Well, you have given your first name Mike.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's a reasonable deduction that your name could be Michael, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, right. And so it's also reasonable that you have people who follow you on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and people who may know you.
Yeah.
Now, I've lived in this community for 31 years. You've lived in it for since 2017, I believe, right? And so people who know me said, hey, I saw you on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, this guy's information is this.
Okay.
Check the parcel search on the Grays Harbor Assessor's website.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do you know?
Okay. So if you believe that to be my information, when I came in, why did you call count or whatever dispatch to run
Dispatch.
it? Yeah.
It'd be Grays Harbor Dispatch.
Yeah. Why did you call dispatch to run that?
Whenever I have
information?
contacts with citizens,
Mm-hmm.
it's something I do, not just for you. Any citizens, if I know who they are,
Mm-hmm.
I call out who I'm with. That way, if something does go wrong, they know who I was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a safety thing.
Okay. Do you guys have like audio or video in this lobby?
We do not have audio and video in this lobby.
And do you have any body cam or anything?
I do not
like
have a body cam.
that? All right. What are your thoughts about using body cams and dash cams for law enforcement?
I'm okay with it, but it's a tremendous expense to have. One, you got to buy the cameras, you got to have somebody who maintains the public records,
Yeah.
etc. and so forth. So I'm okay with it. I'd be on board with it, but it's something that costs a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay. So is
I
that?
mean, are we playing questionnaire here, or can I help you with something today? I mean, I would love to help you with paperwork if you have to file something. You still have about 15 minutes before the chief has to go into a phone conference,
Yeah.
and she would like to talk to you, but you're not.
Well, it doesn't seem like she does. She would like to talk to me because if this is
No,
a
she
lot
would
of
like to meet your request to talk to her.
because if this is what the block of time that she's set out for me.
This is the block of time she's willing to stop what she's doing and talk to you. If you come back there while she's working on stuff right now.
If I
And if you go back there and
Yeah.
talk to her, she'll stop working on the stuff she's working on
Right.
and speak to you. So we're going back into these circles, which I'm not going to
Right.
do with you. At this point, I'm going to walk back in there, and you're going to waste your time not being able to talk to the chief if you don't go with those stipulations. You can submit your paperwork via email or in writing. Like I said, I'll help you with it. But if you don't want to,
right.
I mean, that's
Well,
your prerogative. She doesn't have to meet
yeah,
with you.
I have record request stuff that
Okay.
I want help with, but I also was trying to
So
ask
would you like me to help you
before
with these records requests?
whoever like
Okay.
if Nikki wants to help, that's fine. If Peg wants to help, but
No.
what I was trying to ask you or inform you of when you walked away before was that denying me access to my recording devices is against the Americans with Disabilities Act. Like you have to make a reasonable accommodation for me to take notes of the meetings I have. Like you can jot down notes. I expect if I do ever get to meet Nikki, that she's going to take notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I should be able to take notes as well. And so for you guys to deny my ability to take notes is a violation of a federal
So
regulation.
if you want notes, there are 2 ways we can do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can bring your wife in and she can take notes with you, or I can sit in there with you and I can take notes and read them back to you, and then you can have copies of those notes.
Okay, but that's
a reasonable accommodation, I
no,
think.
because I can't verify that the notes
But-
that you're saying is exactly what happened.
It will, because I'll read those notes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you those notes, and you take them with you when you leave. Recording of other people's information and information that may be out there, on our walls or in
Yeah.
our desk, stuff that has restricted access, we can't have you putting that on video.
I understand that, and that's why I said I was willing to turn the video off while we walk to the office. And if there's something in her office that she needs to close files or whatever, then that's fine. We can do that. And if we want to talk about complaints back there, we can talk about complaints. That's only part of what I want to talk to her about. I want to talk to her about a lot of the stuff that you and I've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like you're not as informed as maybe she could be to have this conversation.
Well, don't make assumptions about how informed I am.
Okay. Well, I'm basing it off of your response.
That's kind of rude on your end.
I'm basing it off of your response, like that you're trying to seize my property
I'm not trying to seize.
and not allowing me to take
I'm
notes.
not actively trying to seize. I said if you
Yeah.
want to, when you go beyond that threshold,
Mm-hmm.
put it in a secure location, so that way we know that there's control over it. Then we can proceed. Like I told you, when we take a knife away from somebody who comes back here for prints,
Yeah, I understand.
we control the knife.
Sure.
Because we know the person can't bring out the knife and flick it
Mhm.
open, etc.
Yeah.
If you're in control of your devices, you could easily turn them back on without us noticing,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So if you want to go beyond that threshold, you need to provide
Right.
us with those items.
Okay. So, and she's not willing to meet me in public on equal footing.
No. See, the nature of what you're trying to discuss is complaints. And
No.
I've already explained
No,
to you.
I just said no. I just said no. I don't wish to talk
Okay,
to
if
her
you
about
discuss-
complaints here in public,
All right.
in the public lobby.
Can I help you fill this request out?
So
I can either just provide you with this form, you can have somebody else help you with it, or
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to help you now.
okay.
So do you want me to fill this form out for you or not? This is a public records request. I thought that's what you wanted.
Oh no, I was wanting someone to talk to somebody about public records, particularly Peg, since she
Well, we have a person in
she broke the public records
We
the
have a
last
person in
time.
the city
Yeah.
who deals with public records.
Yeah.
Her name is Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
I can call her down here for you. Would you like to talk to Sandy, who deals with the city's public records requests? It'll be a couple minutes, and really, you got 5 left before the chief has to go.
Sure. I mean, that's one of the issues I wanted to discuss.
So you want me to call Sandy?
Yeah, anybody that's willing to have an open conversation in public about your guys' policies and procedures, then sure.
Well, Sandy's public records request. She's
Yeah.
not, so she can tell you how to get your public records and what the deal is with those.
Yeah,
A lot more than I can. I can just help you out with the form.
yeah.
So do you want me to, I'll go call Sandy for you.
Okay,
She'll come down here, but by then the chief's gonna be on her phone conference.
okay. Well, there's the RCWs, like for
Don't start with that. You can submit any complaints or RCW.
No, I'm not
Any
trying-
information that you're trying to provide us to
Yeah.
try to inform us, you
Yeah.
can provide to the chief via email or in writing.
Okay, so if just to be clear, if a member of the public addresses you in your official capacity about a crime, you're not willing to hear that?
You're not addressing about a crime.
How do you know? You cut me off.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go forth.
All right. Thank you. So Peg here was blocking my access to view or inspect public records,
Okay.
and that violates the RCW.
Okay. So, would you like to make a complaint form on that? And then the administrative people can look into it and see whether or not it is a violation of the RCW that you're talking about.
Is that the process for any violation of the law that you, or is it just if it's somebody that works for the city or works for the
Well,
police department?
I wasn't there for whatever you're talking about,
Mhm.
right? I wasn't present for the PEG or whatever you're
Mhm.
discussing.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to take your complaint.
Okay. Well, I have video evidence right here if you want to review it.
Sure, if you want to submit video evidence, we can look at it.
Okay.
But if you want to file a complaint, let's start with filing a complaint, and then we'll go from there.
Well, okay. Just within procedurally, if one of
So
one of your employees or one of the staff here at the police department breaks a law, will you as a police officer hold them accountable to that law? Will you charge them with a crime or arrest them or are you going to go and investigate the procedures and policies first?
Well, if you're claiming that somebody in our department broke the law,
Mhm.
we would investigate it. In order to investigate it, we need a written complaint or a verbal statement, something of that nature, so we can proceed forward. I'm asking you if you want to fill that out.
Okay. No, because it seems arbitrary. Because if other people, the public, break the law, you don't go try to find a complaint form of the complainant and then make them investigate the complaint form before you write a ticket or put somebody in handcuffs.
Are you
So I'm
familiar
just-
with the misdemeanor presence rule?
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't witness any violation of law.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for me to investigate it, I need something from you, who was the complainant,
Mm-hmm.
for me to investigate.
Yeah.
You said you could provide me a video.
Yeah.
Then do it.
Okay.
You said maybe you can provide me with writing or something of that nature?
Yeah. Here's a card.
Okay.
Then you can find the YouTube channel, and it
Is
should
this unedited footage?
say that again.
Is this unedited footage?
Unedited.
Yes.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's footage,
Yeah.
I'd like it in unedited form,
Okay.
so that it can be reviewed in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
That way we don't skip over some details, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Where can I send the unedited footage?
Where can you send the unedited
Yeah.
footage? Well, that's up to you. I mean, you can either put it on some sort of external memory device and bring
Mhm.
it in. How big is the file? You might not be able to email it, so you can also mail it into us.
Yeah,
So-
I think there's like 2 clips. The unedited I think is something like 20 or 30 minutes each.
Okay.
So
they're probably going to be too big to email over.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So yeah, if you want to put them on an external drive of some sort.
Okay. You accept what kind of external drives do you accept?
So you can put it on like a CD format or a USB or any type of device really that stores the video.
Well, I know USB is for like cybersecurity. I wouldn't recommend a USB.
Well, I agree, but we
A
do have technicians. and stuff that
Spinning
can
disc,
work.
like a CD, would probably work. Would that be
Yeah,
okay?
that'd be fine.
Okay.
That'd be fine. So, do you want to make a written complaint about that, or do you just want to wait and submit your video?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a written complaint since
Okay.
since that's the way you want to go with it.
It's not the way I want to go. It's however you want to go.
Well, you said that's the procedure here, so.
Yes, typically, if somebody said they were the victim of a crime,
Mm-hmm.
I would write down. Yeah, I take a statement from them.
Okay.
Okay. And victims are when you get victims writing stuff on paper, it's a lot easier for the prosecutor to look at and say, okay, well, this is the words of the victim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So would you like to have a seat while we do this?
No, I'm good.
No, you're good. You're good standing. Okay.
Unless you want to sit down, we can sit.
No, it's just kind of awkward to sit or stand at this thing, right? But,
Oh, wait, I mean, if we're bothering Peg, we can move.
okay, so no, I don't think we're bothering Peg.
Okay.
So this is a standard sworn statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go pan over your video. Okay, is that
Oh yeah,
okay?
yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay, I'm going over your GoPro right there. All right, just so you get it.
Okay.
All right. So this is a standard sworn statement that we have people who believe they're victims of crime fill out,
Okay.
or witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So and it asks basic information. I've already created a case number for today's contact.
Okay.
Like you heard me call out on my radio,
Mhm.
so I already have a number for this. So it asks your name, last, first, and middle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you're not going to provide that. You want me to put what's on your contact.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so I will do that. I will not put. I will put. What do you want? Blind Justice as one name.
Yep. It's the name of our channel.
Okay.
Just like if
Am
you.
I
know-
putting?
Go ahead.
Am I putting date of birth or am I putting X's or
You
what?
can put July 4, 1776. Pretty funny.
Do you want me to put the home address, or do you want me to put
You can just leave it blank.
leave it blank? Okay. You want me to put a city in there?
No.
You want me to put your state, or the state, or the zip code?
Address? No, you don't need any of that. You have a way of
Do you want me to
contacting
put a phone number to contact you at?
Yeah, you can put the number that's on the card.
The number that's on the card? Okay.
Which I actually don't know. Don't know that
Well,
number.
it is 360-226-6297.
Okay,
all
yeah,
right.
that's right.
So, as a witness or victim, by checking the preceding box and initialing below, I request that any information about me not be disclosed with anyone except required by law. Do you want me to check that box?
No, you can be open. It's fine.
You can be open? Okay. So what do you want for your statement?
Well, I don't know the date.
So-
Maybe Peg remembers the date. Whenever I was here to
Well, this
do...
is your statement. So I'm not sure of the date. You want to put that?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, before we do the statement, if maybe she can
No.
check the...
Your complaint's about her, right? And you have audio, video, right? So
Yeah.
you've recorded the date.
Yeah,
we,
but
we can get that at a later time.
Okay, yeah, I just don't
Yeah,
remember the
right?
date. Okay.
Okay.
How about you can just say the last time I visited the Ocean Shores
Hold on. Last
Police
time.
Department.
Last time we visited Ocean Shores Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I attempted to review
Attempts to review.
a fulfilled public records request.
Public records request.
The where do you guys go? OSPD, is that what you said?
Well, yeah, we can go OSPD.
Okay, the OSPD records clerk, Peg,
Records clerk. Peg. Okay.
denied me access
Okay.
to the requested records.
To the requested records. Okay.
She imposed a monetary cost,
Monetary cost. Okay.
which is in violation of the RCW
Of the RCW.
governing open records.
Open records. Okay.
That's basically it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and sign the city name because this is where we're at, Ocean Shores.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put the date. I believe it is the 30th, 2019. I'm going to sign it.
Okay.
Now I have a spot for your signature. You could sign it. I could sign it for you, or you could sign it just with an X.
Just leave it blank. It's
Just
fine.
leave it blank?
Yeah.
Well, I need some sort of signature. Let me read it back to you, because this signature is saying that under the penalty of perjury of law, this information that you're providing is your statement.
Okay.
Okay? And that this is true and accurate.
Okay.
So, let me read it back to you. Last time I visited the Ocean Shores Police Department, I attempted to review a fulfilled public records request. OSPD Clerk Peg denied me access to the requested records. She imposed a monetary cost, which is a violation of the RCW governing open records.
Yep.
That's what you said.
Mhm.
So, these are your words. I can guide you to sign an X on this name, or I can just sign it for you, say, signed for blind justice, and then I'll turn it in, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna put pen to paper because I.
You're not going to put pen to paper?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to write verbal only, refuse to sign. Is that okay?
Whatever you want to put on there.
Okay. Harbor 412 on secondary. Can I get a case number? Received. Hey Peg, can you make a photocopy of this?
And was it 00869?
I'm going to give you a copy of the statement.
Okay.
But once you give it back to me, I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
But the chief is now on our phone conference.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry you missed out on a lot of time. You knew the rules prior to coming out here. And,
Well, I mean, I know the law, and your rules don't trump the law, so it's just sad that you guys want
well,
to
you're in
make,
a public lobby.
it's sad that you guys want to make
I'm not
a
gonna debate it
policy
with
to
you.
try to violate the law, and I mean, you're going to be held accountable. So,
Cool.
yeah. Like personally, you've obstructed access.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with, Mr. Nelson?
Yeah, if you want to just do a quick records request on,
Okay, well, I'm trying to hand you a piece of paper. This
okay.
is your statement.
Cool.
Okay. You want
on
to do a public records request? Okay.
let's do it on the, whatever incident report you're going to generate from today, and you have a number already, so.
I do. It is 869. It's on the paper I handed you.
All right, cool. Cool.
All right, so I'm filling this out for you. I'm guessing you're not going to provide me with your name and stuff again. Just
Use
fill
the
it
same-
out per the card, right?
Yep.
All right. All right. It says that there's a box for checking ID. I presume you're not going to show me your ID.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have one.
No street address, city, telephone number. That
You can put the telephone number that's on the card.
telephone numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I should have remembered you're okay with the telephone number.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you identify yourself as a victim of this incident?
No.
As a witness, suspect?
I mean, I guess technically you're.
I'm asking you how you identify in this incident. There are boxes. There's victim, attorney,
Yeah.
other, witness, insurance company, suspect, parent, guardian, media request, law enforcement. How do you identify in this request?
I guess you can mark victim because you're violating the ADA, and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
1:30, 19. It is 11:34 a.m. Location is our address. I am a party involved, so I'm going to put my own name on there.
Yeah.
Put the case number on there.
So I'm just really asking for any.
So description of requested documents.
Yep. Any. I guess any document and any form covering.
In any form.
In any form, yeah.
What is your preferred form? You're talking about the request. I'm talking about how you received this request.
Okay. Well, my preferred way to receive the request would be digital.
Digital? Okay.
Mhm.
And
Or-
the email provided?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And or be able to physically inspect. So preferred.
Well, which one do you want? Because if you want to physically inspect it, we got to print it out and go from there.
Right. So that's the order of preference. Or preferably it'd be digital.
That's the order of preference. Okay.
Right. And then second to that, like if it's an audio or something that's tricky, or I don't know. Like I know we have to go to the dispatch to get the radio logs and stuff.
Yes. If you want my radio logs from when I called out with you today.
Yeah.
You do have to go to Grace Harbor Dispatch.
Yeah.
And you know where that is?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, physically no. I know we know how to do it online.
You can do it online.
Yeah.
Hi, Dalen. How's it going?
Hey.
Like,
Are you okay?
No, the world's coming to an end.
The world's coming to an end.
Yeah.
So can I have another officer come out and help you?
Or,
That would be excellent.
and could I ask you guys so I can maintain?
Go ahead.
Maintain your privacy, could you guys take that over to the desk or?
What I'll do is I'll have the officer change location, the other officer change location. All right, can you buzz that in for me? Actually, can you just go get another officer for me? Thank you.
so I'm asking for.
Hold on one second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So any document and any form regarding this incident.
Yeah. Today. Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you all the forms and stuff. And besides my report that I'm going to do, I'm giving you all the other documents. I'm going to give you a copy of this record,
Yeah.
request,
Yeah.
and so forth. So all you would need is my report when you come in,
Sure.
or get
Emailed.
it via email.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it would also include any emails.
Hey, Lan,
Yes.
That's what the
for
any.
your privacy,
Yes.
would you mind walking down to the end of the ramp? I have an officer that's gonna meet you there for your privacy.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You're very welcome.
That's why that's the language. Any document, any form would be not just an official incident reports, but emails and things like that.
Right. Well, there shouldn't be any email other than what they email you, but.
Yeah, but if there's any interdepartment emails about, hey, blind justice came in again, or and whatever, stuff like that.
No, there won't be any emails on you. But, I mean, you can we'll put it in the request,
Yeah.
but you're not going to get anything from it because we don't email about you. You're not. that, yeah.
Oh, we did that with Aberdeen. We got a whole slew of stuff. So I know you guys are smaller here. So
Well, yeah, we are smaller than the city of Aberdeen, but you know, we don't email back and forth about people who have not caused us harm or aren't officer safety threats and things like that. So
Okay.
we're not talking about shit. But I'll put that in there.
Okay.
Okay. So any email regarding who?
blind justice.
Blind Justice.
There
All
you
right.
go.
So if we use a name that we think is yours, that won't be recorded in there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. It'll just be anytime we mention the word Blind Justice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can do a separate request for the name you think is mine.
That's up to you. I'm here for you, man. If you want to fill it out, let's do it.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and put the name because you guys really think that's the accurate name. Go ahead and put whatever name.
So you want me to go ahead and put?
Go for it,
Okay.
or any of those the derivatives that you keep using, like Mike or that's fine too.
Okay. Okay. I just included that. It says any document in any form regarding this incident today, any email regarding blind justice.
Mm-hmm.
I would like this emailed to me.
Cool.
So I'll submit that. I'll submit this other form, and anything else I can help you with today. Let me get a copy of this for you. Okay.
Yeah, sure. No, I think that's it. I was
That's
just,
it?
I was just curious, like with the name thing. You said that if somebody from like the community said, "Hey, this is this guy's information,"
Well, you
did it?
understand, like under like Citizens of Grace Harbor on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
You have a whole following of
Oh.
people who don't like you.
Oh yeah.
And so they've done their research and they said, hey,
Yeah.
and you know, they know me because I've been here forever.
Yeah, sure.
And they said, hey, this is this guy, here's his records, here's all the
Uh-huh.
information on him, here's how many
Yeah.
kids he has.
Right.
You know, people talk. You're living in a small community.
Yeah.
And people who know me say, hey, just so you're aware.
Yeah. But does it have any pictures like with?
I'm trying to hand you a form.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Any you know, did they have any?
I don't know if they have any pictures on there of you. I
Yeah,
think
like-
they have a link to your Hoquiam audit.
Yeah.
I think that's what's on there is a link to your Hoquiam
Mhm.
audit with some odd 350 comments or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, yours, the one we that you've featured in. And,
yeah, I'm
you guys are famous, man. It's
Star,
like
YouTube.
110,000 or something.
yeah, really, it's great.
So yeah, if you guys want this, you can take.
Are you providing us with that? I'll take it if you're
Yeah.
providing.
Well, I mean,
it to us.
I'm pretty sure you guys know the job description. This stuff is, I think.
Would
this,
you like me to deliver that to a certain somebody? You want me
This-
to give that to Chief Logan?
this earmark? Well, actually, this one you can, because that's her job description,
Okay.
and we highlighted the aspects of
All right.
how I was hoping to be able to engage her in her public, her official capacity as described by her job description, but.
So here's what I recommend.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to her, you know the rules and stipulations. I wouldn't even bring this stuff in.
Yeah.
You could bring a witness with you if that makes you feel more comfortable, like your wife or somebody that you trust,
Mm.
and you can set up another appointment
Yeah.
via phone or email, and you guys can both come in and talk to her.
Okay.
But again, beyond this threshold, out here, you're right. You can videotape all day long. I don't care. She doesn't care. We don't care. But
Yeah.
once you pass this threshold,
Yeah.
you're in a secure facility where we have
Yeah.
a lot of information.
Right. And I get that. And that's why I was trying to help me accommodate me, reasonable accommodation. That's why I was willing to shut down the video because of sensitive, confidential information, other people's
Right.
stuff, and just do audio because the audio is my way of taking notes.
Okay.
And hopefully that makes sense. Like, hopefully you get that.
I understand that may be reasonable to you, but and I would like to say that's okay, but we're not going to allow that either because listen to these walls, man.
Oh, yeah.
You may pick up stuff with a audio recorder that you shouldn't be picking up. An office next door interviewing a victim of a sexual crime or something
Yeah.
like that nature, and your recorder picks it up.
Yeah.
That's not kosher.
Right, well,
So-
it's the same issue of us recording in here, right? If it's the walls, then maybe the walls
Well,
will
the
be-
offices aren't. Right. I mean, we have our clerk's office,
Yeah.
obviously, but the offices that we do interviews and stuff,
Mm.
that you may pick up those things are close by to where the chief's office is.
Okay. Well, this is for you or
Okay, I'll take
for
that.
the department. This is a
Okay.
bunch of case law and public photography, First Amendment stuff, and
All right.
Yeah,
I will
so-
pass that up the chain. Okay.
yeah, you guys feel free to review it, check it out. These are my copies, right?
Those are your copies. Yes, both of them. There's 2 papers there.
All right,
All
cool.
right. Thank you. Anything else I can help you with? Just let me know.